Happy Friday. Happy April 7th. I hope everybody enjoying their weekend or getting ready to enjoy their weekend. So as everybody know, Easter is Sunday. I don't know what nobody else is doing. But me, I probably just sit back and watch a little church videos on TV. That's what I'll probably do. Or do some more content, because I do content. I'm beginning to get up every morning and do content. So, I wanted to talk about being a boss in your own right. I think it didn't take me until now to realize I am a boss. I'm a boss in my own right, and I'm a boss about what I do. I never thought that the things you did in your past that you was a boss, because even though that you was doing this and you was doing that and you was doing criminal activity, and somewhat you were still being a boss in your own right. You was just not doing it legally, but you was still being a boss. Um, Now that I'm being a boss, I'm creating different things for my life. Like I'm starting to create a brand, such as writing my memoir, such as, just I ain't really established what kind of business I wanted yet. If I wanted to go in the t-shirt line, if I wanted to go into the restaurant business, I want to go into something that somebody else is not already doing. I do know that. But being a boss is hard being a boss, because not just you being a boss, you being your own boss in your own right. And that's why I said I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about that, because being your own boss and being a boss in your own right is it's a beautiful thing, because you don't have to worry about um getting paid for nobody. You getting paid, you working for yourself. Clock that clock in and you clock that clock out. That's just how it is. And for years and years, I don't think black people had that right or that way of doing it. They always clocked in for somebody else, and somebody else always got the um I want to say got the credit for what they was doing. You understand what I'm saying? But now in this day or age, being who you is, you can be your own boss and you can be a boss in your own right. You don't have to clock in for nobody. It's all other ways that you can be a boss. I mean, if you go back, uh, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the transgender T.S. Madison. She talked about being a boss. She talked about how she flipped her money on her life just to create her empire. And I look back and I looked at that and I was just like, all this time I was making all this money doing all these things not legally, and I could have flipped my money and did something positive. But instead I was too busy out there being messed up. But I wouldn't say getting messed up. I would say just being out there, just trying to acknowledge who I am, recognize who I am, understand who I am. Because I can honestly tell y'all, when I was out there doing all that bad stuff to my body and creating harm to my body, that I actually knew what I was doing, because I did. I think as I went to prison right after my best friend passed away for the last time, I think when I got out, I was about 44 or 40. I was in my 40s. And that's when I learned that it's time for you to wake up and realization that you don't have to keep doing the same thing. Don't keep going back and forth to prison for the same thing. Break that cycle. Don't be like your uncles. Break the cycle. And so I did, but it's just not that I didn't just not want to be like my uncles now. I didn't want to be like my dad. I talk about this all the time, and I talk about how my daddy had an addiction, and it's in the book. And I talk about how I wanted to be much stronger than my daddy. And I have been through a lot in my life. Well, I have been through the seizures, the HIV, and then me breaking my neck, and then I'm still here. This shows me that God ain't ready for me to go, and God got some work for me to do. If I'm on the up and up about helping people again, I don't think so because I think that part of my life is over because I think that I basically helped enough people. And I think I had my fair share of disappointments. I think I had my fair share of hurt, if you can call that the same thing. I wanted to break it down to everybody. Because I feel like I allow people in my house, I allow people in my circle, and I allow people in my world. And it comes to the fact that they still want to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? They'll come in. I work so hard to get where I'm at, and I work so hard for my things. And when I work hard to get my things, they steal from me. And I never could acknowledge it. I wrote it in the book though. I never could acknowledge how could you steal from somebody that's disabled, that's confined to a bed, that can't move. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. You come into this person's room when they sleep, steal what you gonna get from them, hack their banking account, and then go and out the door. I didn't get it, y'all. I tried to get it, but I didn't. I did. So I just like I didn't know. I just didn't know. And the funny thing is, all my life, all I ever wanted to do is help people. Even like I remember when I first started this channel, I said the one thing that I wanted to do was to help homeless people. I had started like letting a homeless person come and stay with me. And I thought I was doing the right thing, but I wasn't. I got to know them and I got too comfortable around them and I let my guard down. And when I did that, that's what happened. So to the fact that, my son was saying everybody ain't like that. I said, I don't know. I said, I know that I'm tired of helping people. I just want to rest. And I just want to be happy. I'll be 50 years old this year. Next month, it'll be a year that I've been recording YouTube videos. And I just want to enjoy that. I just want to enjoy what I do most. And that's just live life. Even if I won't be able to walk again and I will always have to be in a wheelchair, all I want to do is be happy. And all I want to do is just be my own boss and be a boss in my own right. That's all I want to do. I care less to do anything else because what I do know the most, people don't care about you. I do know that. People don't care about you. They care what they can get from you. But y'all, I was just oh, and I wanted to do a shout out too. I want to do a shout out. I didn't want to get off on here without shout out. So my favorite couple, which is Carmen and Corey, I have been reacting to their videos. So they gave me a shout out on Instagram and I was surprised. So I wanted to give them a shout out and say thank you for the message and uh for saying how are you doing. Um I was just surprised. They had I was just surprised. They gave me a shout out. I don't really think I know where is it at anymore. So they had gave me a shout out. It might have went away. So yeah, they had gave me a shout out, and it was nice of them to say how are you doing, and I enjoyed it. I really did. I really did enjoy it. So I wanted to say to them thank you, and I really appreciate it because people don't do that anymore for you. So I was trying to find on here where I had both seats, but did I have over there? Oh no, it said, uh, Carmen and Corey, are you there? And they sent me smiles. I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. But anyway, I wanted to say, thank to everybody that supports my channel. Thanks to everybody for keeping me in their prayers. Thanks to everybody for just watching my videos. Thank you for just listening to me when I want to vent. Thank you for getting me where I'm at today. So that's what I wanted to say. I love y'all. Bye.